Well, we want it to look nice when people come to our property. We're planting trees and grass. We've got a corner set up on the other side there. We're gonna put some rocks and make a nice entrance. And we've got lots of these beautiful giant, green giant arborvitae. You'll have to look that up. So, but they stay green all year round, and they grow to be 30 feet tall and 15 feet wide. So it'll make like a natural fence to keep things private and quiet and look beautiful. So lots of holes to dig. 18, 4, that's 22, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. Yeah. We got 30 trees.
30 trees.
Woo-hoo. So,
Okay.
we'll give you some shots when we get all done too. So it'll be fun. So now you can see our corner that we're putting together. We'll have a nice rock corner.
So this property has tons of rocks on it. So the idea is to take all of the rocks and make a rock garden here as we come right into the property. As you can see, it is massively green. We haven't told you exactly where we're at, but this is going to be a new tiny house village.
We're gonna put one tree right here,
Okay,
just so you know.
one tree goes here.
Yep.
We were supposed to drill a water well this week, but it has literally rained 5 inches. So everything's here to drill the well. Just gonna have to dry out a little bit. But it is a beautiful piece of property. We are super excited. We're thinking 6, maybe 8 tiny homes here. And of course, we'll bring ours as well. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated with all the tree planting and the grass and a little bit of landscape. Hopefully the well's drilled soon. And we hope that you guys will join us on this crazy journey as we start something completely new. But fun. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated. Guess what he found? Oh my gosh, it's like a meteor.
Like a meteor.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we have a hole now.
That hole's deep enough. Do a little backfill.
I got you. That's my job, remember. It's the end of our trip. We got lots done. 30 trees are planted. 7 pampas grasses are planted. Picked up tons of rocks. It is apparent that we now produce rocks as a crop. We have a big, beautiful oak tree. And we have tons of trees over there. And they got the first casing down in the hole today, which is exciting. So we're hoping we have a well soon. But for now, somebody's tired and somebody's done mowing.
Oh, dirty.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more information. Follow us on the journey. Yes, we didn't go home. We decided to drill a water well instead. And we were pretty excited. As you can see, the process has begun. We are trying to find some water. And this rig is huge. It's 30 feet tall. That gentleman that you see to your left right there, that is Mr. Kenny Wiesner. And oh, we are so happy to have met him. We met him through family. He's such a blessing to us. We not only drilled a water well with him, but we feel like we made a new friend in our new place. He's a great guy, was very helpful, was also masterful at drilling a water well, as you can imagine. The crazy thing about this, he would do this by himself. Sean and I were absolutely amazed by that. But as you can see, they have something on the ground. Those are actually shavings. So as it drills down through all the rock layers that we know are there after planting trees, this is what comes up. It's like little shavings. And so Sean would actually pull that away from where it was going down into the ground and coming back up. Kind of like when you drill something out, it's the same kind of process. So you had to pull that away from the hole. And then you can see the water change color a little bit right there. I'm guessing that they were going through a different layer of rock, and it might have been a different color. It was such an amazing thing to watch. That is a lot of pipe in the ground. This well actually ended up being 563 feet deep, and they found water around 400 feet. But Sean wanted to make sure we never did this again. So as you can imagine, he did it over the top a little bit, and we have a deep well. And after we get this done, then we still have to put a pump in it and all that good stuff. So it has to have one more time going back down into the hole. But for now, we at least know we have water. And Kenny was like, it's going to happen pretty quick, like, just wait. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, make sure you have your camera ready for this one. You'll want to make sure that you don't miss this because it's a cool feeling. And I was like, okay. I was kind of mystified. And then all of a sudden I was like, is he telling me we're going to have water soon? And just like that, guess what we have? Water. Just like that. I was so excited to have water. I don't know why. I guess the idea of basically drilling a hole in the earth and all of a sudden you have this thing. Or was it because we'd been working out here for months with no water? I don't know. But either way, I was pretty excited to have water. Such a basic need in life. And one more thing off the list that we will not have to do to be able to move our tiny house down here and finally move and set up the village like we want it. So as you can see, Kenny is just tasting it, smelling it, all of that good stuff. One of the things down here that they have to worry about is sulfur water, and it stinks. So they wanted to make sure that this water was good, and they did. Of course, lots of shavings. We actually used those in the landscaping after we got the water well drilled. So here's the next day. Yeah, all that pipe that we put in there, we got to take it out now. All 27 sticks of pipe have to come back out of the ground. But the crazy part about watching this was these two figured it out really quickly. They worked really well together. And it was wild to watch how dance, I would call it, they managed to come up with by taking this pipe out of the ground. And when I say dance, I mean the fluid movements that they used to be able to do this really cohesively. And they'd only worked together a couple of days. So you can see them pulling the pipe out of the ground right there. All 21 feet of it. And then they come back down here and they use the wrench. And you have to get the wrench on there the right direction to be able to unscrew that particular piece of pipe from the pipe that's already in the ground. Plus, you can't drop the pipe that you already have in the ground. So they use a little tool to do that. And then you can see Sean using a gigantic pipe wrench. You can see how it unscrewed it. Oh, got to do it the other direction. Watch Kenny be able to explain that to him so graciously. All those tips and tricks, he gave those out so freely.
It was really, really sweet to watch. Those two formed a really good relationship over this process, and I know Sean's really thankful. So he changes the direction of it, attaches it again. They unscrew it. Kenny puts a bottom on it. Sean grabs the clamp, brings it over, but watch Kenny's movements. Watch how he masterful moves this wire around the outside edge of it, just like that. He can control it then. And as the wire gets all the way up, there's also an end that goes onto that piece of pipe that he hooks right in there, just like that, and then they can move the pipe. On to the next one. Get it on the trailer. All 27 pieces.
Good weekend. We have a pad for the tiny house. We now have a septic system hole dug over here. And we also have a water well drilled. Tomorrow we're gonna go help his dad. Pretty happy with this. Hubby's done a wonderful job. And I mowed.